Hi, your greatnesses. As I'm sure you're aware, your final's coming up very soon. So if you could see it fit to bestow your blessings upon us again, that would be great. I did bring a small sacrifice. He's struggling a little bit here, but yeah, I'll just leave him there. Hopefully that's enough. I was also wondering, we need a miracle in Manchester, so I was wondering if your influence expands into Europe. Your gods, after all, and miracles is kind of what you do. So, yeah, maybe. I'd happily offer me as a human sacrifice, if that pleases you at all. And, also the new youth intake. They're going to need as much help as they can get. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 13, Episode 12 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we do face the impossible dream. We need to go to Manchester City and overturn a 2-goal deficit in the second leg of the Champions League first knockout round. And then it is IRN-BRU Cup final time against Ayr United. Could we dare dream of going back-to-back in that wonderful, wonderful trophy, let's face it. But the big news since last episode, among other things, is the arrival of the new youth intake. And to be honest, you can see there's not too much there. The defender that we were sort of promised is Ashley Savage. I think it's Robbie's son, I believe. But I mean, he looks decent, to be honest. No, as you guys are aware, one of the ways I do like to try and say thank you to my Patreon supporters is to name regens after them. So if this guy takes your interest and you are a qualifying Patreon, then just let me know in the comments or via the Patreon email or whatever, however you want, and we'll look to get that guy renamed. There's a couple of others that might be useful, certainly in terms of WAGs. I do think the left back here, Dewey Moore, could become a useful player for us. We saw last intake, Ewan might become a useful WAG for us, but we have so many centre-backs. I mean, Aaron McMenemy here is not even in the first team squad. And compared to what we have in other positions, he's more than good enough. But we just have so many centre-backs. I really wish we could produce a couple of players in other positions. But I mean, I say that. We've got Allmark that's been banging in goals for 10 years. Ewan Dixon, who's been a great player for us. And also, of course, Buckley. So it's not like we don't have other players in other positions. But we just seem to get 2 centre-backs for 1 player in another position. But anyway. Alright, there is a few games to catch. Oh, one other thing while we're in the under-19s, actually, was, unfortunately, if we go to fixtures, they have fallen in the Europa, or not the UEFA Youth Champions League. They lost 2-1 to Chelsea, a tight game, but they just couldn't quite get across the line. So they are done for the year. But we do have a new manager of the team, and that new manager is... Let's just do it this way. The new manager is the man that we wanted. It is Billy Sharp. So, a very, very good manager for any level, never mind under-19s in Wales. So, hopefully, he'll start to let the team take its shape under him. But, yeah, unfortunately for this year, we could not get any further than the second knockout round. Now, there is a few games to catch you up on since last episode, starting with Welsh Cup action against Cardiff Met Uni. Let's see how the Wags did. We took the lead just after half-time through Marcus Wade. Cardiff Met Uni went down to 10 before an own goal secured the tie. So it was one of these games that we dominated without the goals. You can see Allmark had one of his Allmark days, unfortunately. He either scores 5 or he goes off in disgrace, doesn't he? And unfortunately, this day he went off in disgrace. Wade and an own goal got the job done for us, though. So into the semi-finals. I forget who we've got in the semi-finals, actually. We'll check that in a second. Next up, back to league action against Bengal City. We took the lead when Mac Meyer picked out Tommy Williamson and secured the point when Anthony Roda crossed for James Lewis to get his first Bala goal. So again, it was poor finishing that stopped us from really, putting up a nice score here against our local rivals, of course. Williamson and James Lewis got his first goal for the club, came off the bench, did quite well. Of course, one of the latest in the Penis Initiative to come in, so hopefully he'll continue to develop for us, but certainly a nice way to get your first goal there. And, I mean, it was a strong team as well, so you'd expect us to win this one. The final game to catch you up on was against fellow professionals, Kefan Druids. Robert Riola gave us the lead, and Williamson got our second in stoppage time, before picking out James Lewis for our third. So a good win, but ultimately the score does flatter us. We did deserve to win, but you can see it was both teams had chances, 2 penalties and a 96-minute goal. So yeah, 3-0 definitely flatters us. Again though, Lewis came off the bench, got himself a goal. Love to see it, which is brilliant. We also gave some game time here to John Davis, who is another, again, looks to be quite the player potentially for us as well. Yeah, we gave Isaac the start up front in this one. Again, Penis Initiative, see how he does. But we just look a little bit flat, to be honest. Since we won the league, it's just all looks a little bit flat. So the semi-finals against Bengal City in the Welsh Cup. So that is what it is. Quick update of the league table, and you can see we're high flying and fancy free. Champions League, we're still just about alive in that. So we'll have the Champions League and the IRN-BRU Cup today, and we've still got the Welsh Cup to play for. We have, of course, lost the Welsh League Cup final, which still really stings, to be honest. So we're running out of chances to add cups to our league title this year, but first things first, it is Manchester City away. What could possibly go wrong here? Let's have a quick look at what we're up against. We're not the favourites, but that's not really surprising, is it? Bruno Lange is their manager. Very, very good manager he is as well. 155 grand a week he's on. Adventurous standard playing style. We're not necessarily expecting this sort of a formation, to be honest. So it's difficult to know how much of what we've got here we can read into. But ultimately, that doesn't really matter. What I've based my team selection off of is basically what we did with 10 men against them last game. We're going to try doing that with 11 and just see how we go. We could so easily have got back to 2-1 with 10 men. So it's Sultani in goal. It's Susnik, the new boy, the record signing, 16 million we paid for him. We're paying him 22.5 grand a week. These are the sorts of days he needs to stand up for us. He's going to be with Gurke and Tone at the back. It's Ballerini down the right. It's Montgomery down the left. It's Brewitt and Yamaguchi and Roda in midfield. It's Freshy and Big Mac up top. Oh, is there a chance? I mean, there's always a chance, but there's no chance instead. I mean, they're absolutely taunting us. Dimov, the greatest player to ever pull on a Bala Town shirt, and he's on their bench. They're not even starting him. Unbelievable. Anyway, what's he on this one a week? 225 grand a week. He will not be coming back to Bala Town anytime soon. Anyway, focus Aussie villain. What do we want to say to this here? Go out there, prove a point. Boys, I'm just going to say there's no pressure. Just show everyone what you've got. Absolutely no pressure here whatsoever. Even if we could win on the night, that would be a stunning result for us. Alright, so it's the last time we're going to hear the Champions League anthem this season, isn't it, unfortunately? But let's just hope we put up a good fight of ourselves here. And, yeah, we'll just see what happens. Maybe the IRN-BRU gods have some sort of little sway here for us. We'll tell them to get creative. And as I say that, City are on the attack. Can we win this ball back, please? Not as of yet. Yeah, like I say, if we could just get something from the game, something to cling to that looks like we've had a decent end to the campaign. I think when we played them last time out, it wasn't last year, was it? It was the season before, I think, at this stage. I think we got beaten 4-0 at their place. So, if we could not do that, that'd be nice. I should say too, this is the 200th episode of The Impossible Dream. So if you have, it's a lot of episodes, but if you have watched from the start, massive thank you. Congratulations as well. If you do want to share some of your favourite moments in the comments, I think if I'm looking back, Backhill Benny still stands out. It was brought up in the comments by Groundhopper actually when Wan Mi had his little moment last episode. That still stings, I think. The Luke Buston-BRU hat-trick against Azeg Alkmaar, I still think that's my favourite moment. What a game that was. Either that or the Miracle of St. Petersburg. Now, of course, we need the Miracle of Manchester today. Is there a chance it could happen and maybe overtake St. Petersburg as one of the great moments? We're about to find out, aren't we? But Yamaguchi's lost out possession there. That looks to be a bit of a loose back pass. And the other thing as well, before I forget, is we're at the time of the year where we need to start getting Viewers Player of the Year nominations. So again, in the comments, who has been your favourite or our best player in your opinion this season? Make sure you nominate in the comments. That's off the post, and we've just about got away with that. And we'll get that list ready to go, ready to vote next episode. The season, it always winds down so rapidly with Bala Town because, once we're out of Europe, we've typically won the league, and then it's just, the cups, really, and we haven't created a single thing there. But again, what I did say, wasn't it, is that I wanted to be solid at the back, and we're kind of proving ourselves that, to be that, I should say. Let's say unlucky. Unlucky, boys, you almost got a shot at goal. Is there anything we could possibly look to change? You do. It's ridiculously optimistic, but you do just wonder if we could get a goal. Is there a chance? There's not. Let's shoot. I don't know what to do. Let's hit early crosses. Let's just try and get the ball into the box for Big Mac to get on the end of. Let's keep him as a complete forward. Is there anything else we want to do? Rhoda's not having the best game in there. We do have Thomas Quinn we could bring on. Let's wait and see how we respond to the halftime team talk. Let's give it a show some passion, perhaps. Freshy's looking frustrated up there. We do have Tommy Williamson on the bench as well, of course. I thought for a second maybe a chance to intercept, but no such luck. Colin Cook, can we win that back? No. Is he going to turn and shoot? Oh. Let's say Sultani had that covered. I wonder if we double down on the... How long have we got played here? Let's double down on the no pressure here, boys. See if we can get something going. I think we might have to take Rhoda off. We might have to take... Oh, what a crappy goal to concede. From the set piece. And... Well, there you go. Ball in. Wasn't one from the training ground, perhaps. But there we go. Do we try the reverse trick and try going with wingers in this one? We might as well. We've got absolutely nothing to lose at this point. So let's do that. We'll go to wingers. Who's the defender that's playing? Well, actually, I probably do want to take Gurke off in any case. So let's get... I don't have a right winger, do I? Oh, no, Rhoda would be the right winger. Okay, so Rhoda, you get a stay of execution. You go out there. Riola, you go out left. We're going to take Freshy off, though. And let's get Tommy Williamson on in midfield. No, let's go Quinn. Let's actually put a midfielder in there. And that all looks fine. Let's just see, what we can do here. If we can get ourselves a goal. One thing we have done is we haven't lost 4-0 yet. Do we have a corner there? We had a corner, but we don't get to see it, unfortunately. Let's give it we'll wait till after this highlight. Dimov is on. Nice to see him again on a field with Bala Town, even if it's not for Bala Town. He was. It's a good point time to reflect, actually, on the 200th episode. Was he the best player we've ever had? I think attribute-wise, he's certainly in the conversation. Maybe not performances. That would probably have to be Big Mac, I think, wouldn't it? Tony gets that clear. And they keep it in. Trying to keep a little bit of pressure on us here. Look at that. We've got the 3 up front. If we can win possession and get it forward, you just never know. Maybe we can catch them on the break here. Edge of the area again. There comes the cross. There goes the header. It's off the bar, I think. Ballerini gets it, and we can't get it clear, can we? We under massive pressure. Ballerini with a brutal tackle on Dimov to get that thing clear. Show some passion, boys. Come on, we've had one shot on goal. Could we dare dream of a shot on target? Dimov with a free kick. It is over the bar. Considering it's a bit of a makeshift defence that we've got here as well, it's more one for next season, with Susnik coming in. But, we've been thoroughly outplayed. There is very little doubt about that. But, 1-0 is not too bad. It's really not, I've got to be honest. All right, so let's play with width. Make the change game. There we go. And let's go with wingers instead of inside forwards and see if that gives us anything. Mac Myers had a bad day, so let's take him off. Let's get Williamson up top and just see where that leads us. We've got 2 minutes to play here. Can we get ourselves an equaliser? It would be. It would be a wonderful thing if we could. It's the end of the Champions League campaign. It's the end of Europe, but 1-0 against Manchester City, that shows progress. And it's it wasn't a great goal, we can see that either, was it? It's just one of those days. I thought about criticising them. Of course, the match ratings weren't great, but to be honest, 3-0 over 2 legs against Manchester City is, I think, a fairly decent effort. All right, guys, wait right there. We'll be back for the IRN-BRU Cup final. Let's hope that we can get another trophy. I'm Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist here at East End Park in Dunfermline, ahead of the IRN-BRU final between Ayr United and Bala Town. Now, Bala manager Aussie Villain insists the team's recent good form in the competition is down to the worship of the IRN-BRU gods, while Ayr manager Stuart McCall says that Villain is batshit crazy. Okay, welcome back. We're about to have the IRN-BRU Cup final, but before that, the New Saints have a new manager, Unai Nunez. It's his first job in management. He's come from Athletic Bilbao as a player, and, well, I think we can all agree, at this point in his career, he looks average at absolute best. So, let's hope he's the man that takes the New Saints into the second division of Welsh football. But anyway, that's the news update there. But we are at East End Park in Dunfermline, in Scotland somewhere. I'm not sure where Dunfermline is. I think it's at sort of south central maybe. But we are anyway the heavy favourites this one. I meant to say at the top of the episode too. If you're wondering where the new boy is, Juan Arias, he is injured. He came to us injured. He has another injury, which is slightly concerning. I'm hoping we haven't signed ourselves an expensive sick note there. And Fomin as well is out injured right now. So that is a little bit of a disappointment. He is wanted by some clubs, and I wonder if we can make a nice little profit off of him. But anyway, that's one for the summer. Let's have a look what we're up against here. We're up against Stuart McCall, IRN-BRU God-denying Stuart McCall. And he is a decent enough manager, good coach as well, an attacking standard style of play. Ayr United are currently sitting in the relegation zone of the Scottish Championship, so they've got bigger fish to fry, you would imagine. Let's have a quick look at what we're expecting from them here. They're expecting a little bit of a bus park, a 4-1-4-1 formation, positional heat map. We can see there it's relatively standard, to be honest. Passing network maybe ever so slightly narrow, and there's their key passes from their 0-0 draw with Falkirk. And this is the team that we are sending out. It is strong. It is Zoltani in goal. It's Montgomery, Sushnik, Tony, and Ballarini as the back four. It's Buckley and Yamaguchi in midfield. It is Rhoda, Williamson, and Riola. It's Big Mac up top. On the bench we have Gurke, Norrington Davies, Nostad, Garmy, Wade, and Freshie. He doesn't deserve a medal for this, so he's on the bench. He's still on the naughty step from his Manchester City efforts in the first leg. Let's see how we go. Alright, and here we go. Everybody's lining up as expected. What do we want to say to this? Go out there, challenge, go out there, prove a point. Just relax, boys. Prove everyone you're winners. There we go. Some calm, we have faith, and, well, let's hope we do prove that we're winners. And here we go. Look at this. Look at this. This is much more like it. None of this park football that we get for the Welsh finals. A nice stadium, a full house, and let's hope we can go and put on a show here for them. Next episode, I should say too, is going to be a Wales special. We have our first game for Wales coming up. It's Kelleher in goal. Now, we've played Ayr United before, haven't we? And they had Kelleher in goal because he's our backup goalkeeper at Brentford. So, yeah, I mean, a very good goalkeeper for this level, I would imagine. Yeah, so we're going to do a Wales special next episode. We have our first game coming up, that semi-final against Croatia, which is a ridiculously hard game to come into, first time of asking. So we'll go through, we'll have a look at our first squad, which has been picked. But rather than sort of split it between two episodes, I figure next episode we'll just do a sort of an introduction to our Wales team, and then we'll have our game against Croatia. Here we go with Ballarini getting forward, crossing to the back post. It's there for Riola, off the post, and cleared behind by Gill. Oh, that was lucky. Come on, boys. Come on. Williamson. Corner comes in. It's there for nobody. Headed away to Yamaguchi. Can he get past his man? Can he get past his man? He cannot. And are we going to get done on the break here? It doesn't look like we are. And that ends the highlight. Another highlight begins quickly, though. It's Tommy Williamson. Cross comes in again. Big Mac's there. Knockdown. Riola. Oh, the goalkeeper has made another good save. Not offside either, so it would have counted. Kelleher. Brilliant save from him. Williamson again from the corner. Again, it's back post. Again, it's over everybody, and that'll do it for the highlight. But promising. Promising start there for us, that is for sure. I was contemplating, do I suit up for this? Is this a domestic cup final, or is it a European cup final? It's not really either, is it? Let me know what you guys think. Have I made a mistake suiting up? Am I taunting the football gods here by suiting up for what is not really a domestic cup final? There's a ball forward. It's headed away by Ballarini. Back to Rhoda, to Ballarini. He goes back to Tony. Back to Ballarini. It's kind of dancing with that defender for a while there, but we ended up keeping possession. Buckley to Yamaguchi, to Ballarini. Back to Buckley. Buckley is coming to this one, apart from he's a good player, because we promised him first team football. There's a good ball for Tommy Williamson, who also promised first team football. He plays it back. Oh, he should have just rolled it back. It's gone in anyway. Rhoda with the opening goal. Only a second of the season. But Williamson, he just had to pull it back to Big Mac, who would have smashed it in. But either way, let's not be too critical here. We have taken the lead. It's 1-0. Good ball down the line there. Was a cracking ball, actually, from Montgomery. But look at that. He's pulled back. Maybe I'm being harsh. A really good header, though, from Rhoda. The goalkeeper was disappointed to let that in, but it's 1-0. We have taken the lead in the cup final. We've absolutely dominated the opening 20 minutes of the cup final. And Ayr United have a goal kick. Kelleher to take it. Can we get... It doesn't look the best. Riola knocks it down. Big Mac. Oh, Big Mac wins it back. He plays it out wide to Rhoda. Is Rhoda going to be a cup hero here? No. The goalkeeper makes another decent save. We'll have another corner. Williamson will knock it in again. Who is that Williamson? No, it's Yamaguchi now. We've had a change. Yamaguchi, that's better. Oh, it's a stunning ball in, and Big Mac gets his 16th of the season. That's more like it. 2-0 to Bala Town now, and that is... I don't want to say job done, but it's certainly... You'd fancy it from here, wouldn't you? This is a strong team we've put out as well. And, well, that is just a cracking Big Mac header, isn't it? And we go again. We demand more. Yamaguchi back to Ballarini. It's headed behind. Ballarini keeps it in. Big Mac has it. He pulls it back. Williamson, oh, in front of goal. And all he can find is Kelleher's hands. That's a little bit disappointing. But that's okay. We've absolutely smashed them to pieces so far. And this is everything that the League Cup final wasn't, isn't it? Well, I mean, to be honest, the League Cup final wasn't that much different. We just couldn't score to save ourselves. Riola, again, not having a great game wide left there. But it is what it is, I suppose. Let's assertively don't get complacent. Riola, come on, mate. You're better than that. And we'll get back out there. We didn't really have a backup left winger. Gami's there to kind of cover it. He's not really a winger, though. So that is not ideal. But he can cover in the centre of midfield as well, which is why he's on the bench for this one. And yeah, there we go. The one thing we have lost with Lee Goddard leaving is we don't have... Lee Goddard could go on the bench and cover centre-back and right-back for us. Whereas now, as Williamson wins possession back, we don't really have that option, which is something that is a bit of a loss. But Williamson, he goes himself and sticks it away. 3-0. A 12th of the season for Tommy Williamson, and that is now, surely, cup done. We'll give him some praise. We won the semi-final 4-0. Is there a chance we could go and win the final or even more than that? Not the best defensive play. Tommy Williamson wins possession, goes the length of the field, and then just sticks it between the keeper's legs. Wonderful stuff, Tommy. And he loves it as well. Look at that. Going to the corner flag with the Tim Cahill punching celebration. And, well, this is just going very well, isn't it? Do we want to bring some players off the bench, perhaps? We have Wade. I do like Wade. So let's get him on the bench. Let's get him on the field for Rhoda. Let's not make too many changes here. I'm a little bit disappointed in Riola, I've got to be honest. A 6.4. He didn't play too well last episode either, did he, if I remember correctly? Was it maybe in the IRN-BRU semi-final? What did we play last episode? I can't remember what the other game was. Or was it in the Champions? I mean, if you don't play well in the Champions League, that's sort of understandable, I suppose. Wade! Oh, Marcus Wade has gone and smashed one in. He has a 12th of the season now as well, and that was a stunner. From a tight angle, it didn't look like the goalkeeper had a chance. It is now 4-0. And it's Yamaguchi with the assist. He's stolen that. It's a good ball to find him. But Marcus Wade, a wonderful first touch, and then settles himself and rattles it in the top corner. Wonderful goal from Marcus Wade. We still haven't really had a bid come in for him yet that is acceptable. There's a lot of interest from MLS. Here we go again with Marcus Wade. That is straight into the goalkeeper's hands in the end. But yeah, like I keep saying, because we signed Marcus Wade as part of the Penis Initiative, we will sell him when we get a decent fee because we need them. He's done wonderfully well there again. Marcus Wade couldn't quite find the same finish there as he did last time. So yeah, he is someone that we will need to sell because we want the money to go to FM20. You can see the interest has kind of dropped away a little bit. But there will be. I'm very confident there will be a team coming for him, and he's still only young too. He's still only 24, so there's plenty of time to sell him on for a big fee yet. Stoppage time, corner comes in, Tony over the bar. But yeah, at 4-0, it's done. We've won the IRN-BRU back-to-back. Wonderful stuff, boys. And there it is. Aussie, you've gone back-to-back, mate. You must be pleased. Hey, McCall, who's batshit crazy now, mate? Look, Chaz, to be honest with you, I'm more humbled than anything. It's tremendous to know that that our lords and saviors over at IRN-BRU have looked down upon us this year again and smiled upon us. So, thank you to them. I don't want to sound greedy at all, but if you are listening, IRN-BRU gods, if you could expand your influence into Europe, that would be greatly appreciated. They did not have a shot at goal. It's an afternoon off for Sultani. He could never get an easier medal in his life. And that is just a very, very good performance, boys. Congratulations. So, Bala Town lift the IRN-BRU for a second year. That's a double. A league IRN-BRU double. That's the big one, isn't it? The wafer caramel cup. It does look delicious, doesn't it? And there we go. Money in the bank as well. Medals for the IRN-BRU win. Everybody there that got themselves a medal got themselves a medal. But anyway, there we go. Have a look for your favourite players there. And of course, don't forget to leave your nominations for who you think has been our best player this year. And we'll be voting on that next episode during the Wales special. Big Mac, man of the match, wonderful stuff from you. He was captain on the day as well, so that's good to see. Collective bonuses paid out, and there is the cup review, and well done to us. Well done to us. But that's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And like I say, we'll be back next time. We will not be looking at Bala Town. It will be a Wales special. We'll have a quick look. Not a quick look. We'll have a look at our squad, who it is that we're working with, and then we will go to Croatia in the European Championships qualifying playoff semi-final. It is one of the most difficult first games you could have, to be honest. But we'll see how we go. That's all for next time. I am excited to get going with Wales, though. So until next time, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.